What's up, guys? Rob from Legendary here, bringing you another NASB 2 character spotlight. This was just uploaded, and we have the Nigel Thornberry spotlight. So we're getting another returning character spotlight. We got Angry Squidward here. Let's go ahead and jump in and see what Nigel is packing so far. We've seen a teeny bit of him in other spotlights. Looks like his some kind of worm floating kind of situation here, but I guess obviously we'll see as we go in here. So let's go ahead and jump right in.
With plenty of fascinating new discoveries to observe and study, family man and wilderness explorer Nigel Thornberry makes his return to Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Nigel has had plenty of time to refine
so we get to see a lot of alts here.
New inspirations in his recent exploration of the animal kingdom, boasting an even broader repertoire of animalistic abilities than ever before. After doing some extensive bird watching, Nigel has perfected his avian-inspired flight. He now flaps his wings like a bird and can jump up to 4 times in the air. And his aerial charge down attack, Falcon Dive, is now much more elegant. In order to harness the power of flight, however, Nigel has become the lightest character in the game. But that won't stop him from delivering some powerful
Reptars.
Let's cover Nigel's special moves, beginning with his explosive down special, Smashing. With a simple snap of his fingers, Nigel can send opponents flying. This move is very fast and very strong, but also quite small. And Nigel can't help but contain his laughter whether or not the move actually hits, so don't miss.
Yeah, so Snap is still
his
here.
His side special, Gorilla Double Punch, can be activated twice. The first hit connects for an immediate uppercut follow-up. The first hit on its own can also be a great way to extend or begin combos. Nigel's neutral special, Bull Stampede, sends him running with his horns, ready to flip an opponent into the sky. Finally, Nigel's up special, Whale Crash, is a short vertical boost that can hopefully get you back onto the stage in case you've already used your 4 jumps when trying to recover. Now, let's take a quick peek at each of Nigel's other attacks, beginning with the charge attacks. Here's aerial up, horizontal, and down attacks, and each of the corresponding grounded attacks. Next, here's each of his aerial light attacks, including neutral air, up air, back
up air looks like it's still here. Fair is still here.
And each grounded attack, including his jab, up light, forward light,
clap is still here,
which applies a poison effect that deals damage over time if you connect with the tip of his foot. Do you consider yourself a nature lover? Well, consider turning that love into some powerful fighting techniques Nigel Thornberry in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Thanks for watching.
Nigel looking pretty good so far. So let's go ahead and jump back in.
Urban study.
So we got some more alt skins for Sponge and Pat here, right off the bat. Pretty cool.
Family man and wilderness explorer Nigel Thornberry makes his return to Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2.
So we got default skin, some kind of general skin, just like his NASB 1 hat, and then like a more adventurous hat type thing.
Of the animal kingdom, boasting an even broader repertoire of animalistic abilities than ever before. After doing some extensive bird watching, Nigel has perfected his avian-inspired.
Yeah, so he's a floaty.
He now flaps his wings like a bird and can jump up to.
That's crazy. So we finally have our first like actual floaty, because that was something that the devs expressly avoided in NASB 1 was floaties. They didn't want to have any floaties, but
4 times in the air.
He has 4 jumps.
Charge, down attack, Falcon Dive is now
and he has a better way to get back to stage horizontally now.
More elegant. In order to harness the power of flight, however, Nigel has become the
So he's the lightest character in the game.
But that won't stop.
Reptar! Give me Reptar! Reptar doesn't, like, he's still big. He's still big, but, like, he's not towering over people anymore, which is interesting. But Reptar! Was that a command grab? Okay, this isn't the Reptar showcase, but, like, hold on. I gotta see my boy. This looks like a command grab. Chomp. Unless it's his regular grab, which it is entirely possible that it is regular grab.
That won't stop him from delivering some powerful hits.
So what was this? This was...
Nigel has become the lightest character in the game, but that won't...
Falcon dive into fair.
Let's cover Nigel's special moves, beginning with his explosive down special, smashing with a simple snap of his finger.
Yeah, so Flick is still back, which is cool. Really glad that he has his rest.
Snap of his fingers. Nigel
He's still very vulnerable after, it looks like.
This move is very fast and very strong, but also quite small. And Nigel can't help but contain his laughter whether or not the move actually hits, so don't miss.
Yeah.
His side special, Gorilla Double Punch.
So this seems like a really cool...
The first hit connects for an immediate uppercut follow-up. The first hit on its
probably do that.
This will be a great way to extend for an immediate uppercut follow-up.
1, 2.
Also be a great way.
Was this true? This looks like a true combo. Doesn't look like Sponge is out of hit stun yet.
On its own can also be a great way to extend or begin combos. Nigel's neutral special.
Yeah, so this just kind of seems. This doesn't seem all that impressive to me.
Finally, Nigel's up special.
It looks like he gets a lot more like height, but it looks like he doesn't really. It looks like it's faster and gets more height, but not that he really needs it considering he has.
Let's take a quick peek at each of Nigel's other attacks.
Yeah, usually he has 4 jumps and essentially a dive kick to get back to stage. So his light up air looks like it's got a bit of range to it.
Horizontal.
Fair.
And down attacks. And
oh, this is his charged, right? So.
4 dumps when trying to recover. Now, let's take a quick peek at each of Nigel's other attacks, beginning with a charge attack.
Yeah, it's charged.
Here's aerial up.
So strong up air, strong fair,
and down attack.
Strong dare.
And each of the corresponding grounded attacks.
Drinking tea.
Next. Here's
the cool thing is he looks like he'll actually be able to do this at ledge like they showed earlier to actually be able to spike people. So Nigel actually edge guard people maybe, because that's one thing that he doesn't do in Nasby 1 at all is edge guard you. He can't really do that very well. So oh god. I apologize for yawning so much. I literally just woke up from a nap when I saw this news. Doesn't look like he edge guards you that well in that, or he doesn't edge guard you at all in that game. Looks like he might have a little bit more of that in this game, especially with that strong dare Falcon dive. Yeah.
Aerial light attacks, including neutral air, up air.
Yeah, so looks like he still has a little bit of like a juggling kind of situation. Look, he's water bending a little bit, like a fish, I guess.
Back air.
Kind of standard back air.
Forward air.
That's the same. And this one looks like probably a spike. A little bit of range, a little stubby.
And each grounded attack, including his jab.
Looks like his jab still sucks. That's one of the things that sucks about him in Nasby 1 is his jab is garbage. But looks like it's still not the best.
Up light.
Up light is still here. Good juggling tool.
Forward light.
Forward light, again, a little bit of range maybe. So his S dare, or his strong down, is turned into a light now. I wonder if that also spikes.
With the tip of his foot. Do you consider yourself a...
So, aesthetically, I really like what they've done. It looks like they've incorporated more different kind of animal stuff into his game. You know, it looks like he looks pretty good. His character model looks pretty good overall, I would say. His alts are looking pretty sweet. If I can find his alts are looking pretty sweet. Can't lie. Strengths of this character. It looks like they've given him a little bit of an ability to edge guard now. His strong dare being essentially a dive at your opponent looks kind of nuts, honestly, for follow-ups. That side special, the punch where he can...
let's cover Nigel's special moves, beginning with his explosive down special.
Flick is still here, of course, and it looks just as strong as always.
Nigel can send opponents flying. This move is very fast and very strong. Help but contain his laughter whether or not the move actually hits, so don't miss. His side special, Gorilla Double Punch.
This looks like it's going to be a really good move for combos. 1, 2, and then probably jump into a slime cancel, something else.
For an immediate uppercut follow-up. The first hit on its own can also be a great way to extend.
This looks like it's going to be really crazy. Also, what was this little ditty here? So punch into strong dare. Is that a strong dare plat slide off? Looks like the dare. Okay, so it looks like the dare probably has a sour spot that sends your opponent upwards. Okay, so that's interesting to note. But that looks like it's going to be kind of crazy for combos. That looks like it's going to be a really good move. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm liking a lot of what they've done with him aesthetically. Weaknesses kind of looks like maybe a teeny tiny bit stubbier than he was in Nasby 1. Maybe looks like he might have a teeny tiny bit of issue getting in a neutral, but it kind of seems like they kept his spirit of Nasby 1 alive, where it's like, yeah, if you outplay him a neutral, it might be a little bit hard, but if he gets in, like, good God, you are gonna be in a lot of pain.
Neutral special, finally, Nigel's up special. Whale.
And the floatiness, right? Something that, generally speaking, characters that are
Nigel has
like able to kind of float around, and it looks like his airspeed is really good too. So it looks like he's actually going to be a menace off stage. A menace. So add that to the strengths category, his floaty kind of flying ability here. Wow, I'm pretty high on how good I think he's going to be. I think he might be top tier, honestly. Like, you combine the fact that he's now got the ability to edge guard. It looks like his edge guarding is going to be pretty good with his Falcon Dive, floatiness, having 4 jumps, and Whale Crash being a little bit faster now. Yeah, I'm actually going to switch Raph to top tier as well. I decided to start splitting top and high tier for like the tippity top characters in top tier, and then everyone else could be in high tier. Which I don't actually have anybody else in high tier. Actually, I have SpongeBob. Now that I look at it. But, yeah, I think Nigel's looking solid. There's not too many weaknesses. I think the really biggest weakness of his game is, you know, A, he's going to be the lightest character in the game, they said. And B, maybe a little bit hard for him to get into neutral. He doesn't really have a projectile. Doesn't really seem like he has any crazy disjoints. But it looks like once he does get in, it's like, wow. Yeah, and good luck if you get off stage against him, it looks like. It looks like if you're off stage against Nigel, you're going to have a problem. A big problem. Like, what is Jimmy supposed to do off stage against Nigel? Jimmy doesn't ever recover with the hitbox, bro. So I'm going to put Nigel in top tier. I'm going to switch Raph to top tier. I'm going to switch Plank or Squidward to low-high tier. I'm going to put LT Gray in mid-tier. I'm just going to shake this up a little bit now that I've decided to introduce top tier. I'm going to put LT Gray in mid. I think I'm okay with everyone else being where they're at right now. Apparently, I'm very, very wrong about Ren and Stimpy, which I hope I am. Apparently, I'm incredibly wrong, and they're freaking cracked. So I hope I'm wrong about them. Apparently, I'm wrong about a lot of stuff on my tier list. But hey, I'm not playing the game. I'm just going off entirely what we're seeing here. And this is the first showcase that has really shown all of their moves pretty much. The only move we haven't really seen is dash attack from Nigel, or like his throws, right? This is like one of the first ones we've seen that really shows all of their moves kind of in a little showcase like right at the end. Some of the other ones have, but this is the first one that is like extensive with it, I think. But anyway, outside of that, yeah, boy howdy, Nigel looking cracked. So hope you guys have enjoyed. Of course, I will show you guys the next one whenever we get the next showcase, and I'll see you guys again next time.